You could try. But here's what we're really here to talk about tonight. I like this, okay? Because like I said, 99% of college football teams have had their first practice of fall camp, okay? College football is here, which means we got insider intel left and right, which means we got college football fans going to their local forums and going to their local jamokes and reading every bit of propaganda they possibly can. And I find that oftentimes throughout midway through fall camp, everybody feels like they're about to win a national title. And some of you fall succumb, or victim rather, to this false propaganda. So I got 10 keys. I got 10 of them. 10 keys to avoid fall camp propaganda this fall camp. Y'all ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Let's hear it.
Y'all want 10 to 1, 1 to 10. Which one y'all want?
I want 1 to 10. Do we have any OLI?
I want 1 to 10.
No OLI?
No OLI. It's a strict 10. It's a tight 10 right here. 10 ways to avoid falling victim to false propaganda around your football team this fall. Number 1, if the pads ain't on, it didn't really happen. If the football pads aren't on during the piece of intel or a piece of hype propaganda that you are reading about your favorite football team, if they didn't have pads on, it didn't happen. Okay, line of scrimmage play didn't exist, so it didn't happen. Football wasn't being played, two-hand tag was, and awesome, you're good at two-hand tag. We play football, particularly in this conference that we cover. Okay, so what did I misspoke on?
You said show tomorrow.
Oh, no, we got film tomorrow.
Right.
We got film tomorrow.
Not a live show like this.
Yeah, no live show, just film. Let's get back to it. Number 1, if the pads ain't on, got to correct misspeakings if they happen. If pads ain't on, it didn't happen. Number 2, the backup quarterback is not a threat to take the job until he takes meaningful snaps on a real Saturday. Y'all with this?
This is an interesting one because sometimes it is, but most of the time when you hear, oh, there's a quarterback battle going on, don't write off so-and-so yet. Most of the time it's just propaganda.
No. I'm not talking about quarterback battle. I'm talking about we got a known starter and somebody's propagandizing the backup. The backup ain't nothing until the backup gets in a real game and plays real snaps. That's everywhere. Okay, so he might be good at shorts and t-shirts. He might throw a pretty ball. But until he go out on Saturday and play real snaps, it's just forum boards. It's just your rumor mill. Okay, number 3. The young running back that's popping off this fall, he might be doing so because the vet don't need extra totes on his body. All right, this is everywhere in college football. You're going to see it. Your local football team, your favorite football team, is going to have a young running back that is just going off this fall camp. It's because the old head don't need no more totes. He's got enough practice. He got enough burn. He don't need nothing else. So take it with a grain of salt if the young quarterback or the young running back is getting a bunch of hype. Rule number 4, key number 4 to avoiding becoming victim to false propaganda. Number 4, every wide receiver eats during one-on-ones. Okay, so if you got some insider out there talking about, ooh, so-and-so was unguardable during one-on-ones, they all are. The whole drill is set up for wide receivers to win. So here's what you need to be aware of. If can't nobody get loose during one-on-ones, you don't have receiving cores. All right, you have nobody. All right, so if you got somebody out here reading, or you're reading about how during one-on-one time period we couldn't get nobody open, that's a problem. They got 4.5 seconds and 53.5 yards to get open with nobody else on the field. If they can't do it, that's a problem. All right, number 5. There are practice periods created for success and failure. All right, so let me explain this to the non-ball knower. All right, I feel like this is the real advantage of this network because you're going to have insiders that are available to go to practice periods and they're going to go out. And most schools have a lot more availability than the school that we cover. Like today, we got first part of individual period and punt. There's other schools like Ohio State today where they got full 11 on 11. They're watching team periods. All right. So they're watching real practice. So if you're at one of these programs, watch out for this. All right. Because there are practice periods that are set up for failure and for success. For example, everybody on this show knows what inside run period is. Even AI over there knows what inside run period is. You know what inside run period is. You know what inside run period is. Some of the chat probably knows what inside run period is. Some of the people that cover this sport have no idea what I just said. All right, what is inside run? All right, inside run is a 9-on-7 period. There are 9 defensive players. The 5 or 6 guys, 6, 7 guys in the box, the 2 safeties, the corners are off the field. All right, offense has 7 players on the field. 1 or 2 tight ends, 5 offensive linemen, running back, quarterback. All right, it is a designated run period. All right, so if you were some insider or if you were some booster that went and watched inside run period and didn't know what you were watching, you would walk away thinking, damn, the defense just stuffed the hell out of the offense for 15 minutes. Well, that's because they knew every single time the ball was snapped, the offense was about to run the football because it was an inside run period. But again, if you were unprivy to that knowledge, if you didn't know what inside run was, you have no idea what you just watched. So be very careful and just understand that some periods are made for the defense to look great. Some periods are made for the offense to look great. All right. And again, if you're not reading or not getting your information from somebody who knows that or is honest with that or knows what, you might be misled. You might fall victim to the false propaganda. Number 6, the scout team hero isn't always the best player on Saturday. You know,
often,
same thing.
Often never is.
Often never. All right. Sometimes scout team heroes are just that. They're just guys that are unstoppable during scout team. And I don't know what it is. Normally it's that 5'7" nose tackle that just plays way too hard.
The
5'7".
Oh yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. There's these. There was one famously at Georgia. He's now a content creator. He bad dude. DGD Outdoors guy. Mm-hmm. Cade, what's his name?
I don't know his last name.
Chat will help us out here. That dude was a nose tackle, and he's a bad mofo. All right, 5'9", playing practice squad nose tackle in the SEC. I don't want no smoke. That's first dark alley team guy.
Oh,
all right,
for sure.
These guys exist. They're normally really, really tough to practice against, but they're not going to get playing time. So watch out for the scout team heroes. Number 7, injuries will happen. For the love of God, you don't need new indoor turf.
Yes.
Okay, stop it. Don't do that. When your favorite player or a position player, something happens, non-contact injury, it's not time to reinvent how you practice. You don't need to figure out whether or not coach is working them too hard. You don't need to figure out new turf. It's it's football. Football hurt. Ouch, bad. Hits hurt. Okay? Football is a physical sport. Sometimes injury happens. You need to understand that. Shout out Chat K. Brock. Absolutely. A demon. All right, there's a lot of these. Let's see here. Number 8. This goes to Alabama fans because you're going to fall victim to this. I already know this. Routes on air are supposed to be completed. Balls are supposed to be accurate. They're supposed to be really tight and pretty. All right, routes on air are supposed to be completed. So I say Alabama because they do it to their fan base more than anybody else. Even when Saban was there, they would release like 90 seconds of Indy. You ever remember this?
Yep.
90 seconds of Indy of quarterbacks throwing routes on air, and Alabama fans were making all kinds of hot takes and opinions about routes on air. It's routes on air, my guy. Everybody can throw them. Stop evaluating routes on air. Don't do it. Okay, so there's that. And number 10. Oh, no, excuse me. Number 9. Ball carries look great in thud.
Oh, my God.
Ball carries look great in thud. All right, which is basically all that's going to be available unless you're scrimmaging. And even the scrimmage going to have about 3 periods of tackle to the ground. Mm-hmm. Everything else going to be thud. What is thud? We're staying up. We're tagging off, as coach would say. We're tagging off. It's not football. It's tag.
Think of Ohio State's spring game.
Bingo.
That is thud.
Or just think of like any flag football.
Well, that's more like
but they do the sneaky shit stuff where they like dip their hips when a guy's trying to tackle them and pull their flag.
Yeah,
you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're at least making contact, but you will never see more broken tackles than you do in thud. Ryan's
taking that offensively. Hey, I wasn't saying it's your problem with the Bama folks. I'm not giving you a problem. I'm just saying the school itself lends itself to propagandizing the quarterback room because they put out the routes on air footage and that's it. And they give you the little tidbit and then you go crazy because you got your little piece of crack. And, now we get to make opinions about we actually see practice footage, but you saw routes on air. You didn't see actual practice. So there we go. And number 10, I feel like this is the most important. Okay, so whatever your school is, I know all you guys are reading forums, all you guys are reading insiders. Here's the deal: find the insiders who are very clearly and obviously talking to staffers, and don't read the guys who are talking to boosters. I think that's clear. That's again not my beat. I'm talking about all the beats. All right, all the beats, and I think you can tell who's doing what.
Everything's great from one perspective.
Yeah.
The boosters love spreading the good news. So and so is going to be amazing.
Everybody's great.
So and so is unstoppable.
Everybody's great. So this is the best guy I've seen since 1975.
He's got a lot of blank in him.
Oh yeah, got a lot of blank in him. Unguardable.
Oh yeah.
Just crazy. Couldn't take my eyes off of him. That's the type of stuff you get from the boosters.
For sure.
All right. Do you feel like there was any notable omissions in that tight 10 right there? 10 keys. I thought of one specifically for Notre Dame fans watching us tonight. Understand that the quarterback with the ability to run is going to get the benefit of the doubt. All right, the Messi, who's the quarterback? As I have a stroke right now, the quarterback that's in competition to start over CJ Carr up there with Notre Dame. I think it's Minchie, something like that. He wears number 8. Mm-hmm. He is a mobile quarterback. You could see it in the spring game, like a real problem with his legs.
Minchie.
The CJ Carr kid is a dynamite thrower, tremendous thrower. But that Minchie kid might beat him out, and it might be because of stuff you never see. It might be stuff that they're projecting as well because they never see it because they never took the red jersey off the guy. Understand that the quarterback that has his legs might get a benefit of the doubt in these competitions.
And, I've never had a problem with this take specifically in practices because in real life situations, like tapping the quarterback on the shoulder or getting near the hip isn't enough to kill the play. Now, obviously, there are some instances where, okay, he got close enough to where he could have probably gotten a sack and that defensive player lightened up. But a lot of times you go, you know what? That play probably doesn't result in a sack if you keep the play going instead of blowing the whistle early. So I'm okay with giving the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything to add to that. I think it's a pretty solid 10.
It is a solid 10.
I think my favorite is the every year, man, like non-contact injury. Oh, it's the turf. We need new turf.
It's usually fire the strength and conditioning staff.
That too. We got to overreact to football.
This is the second knee injury. They're doing something wrong. They got to be fired.
It's more so the turf gets attacked more in real games than it does non-contact off the
because
field.
you get some crappy field in October.
You're right.
The strength and conditioning.
The strength and conditioning guy gets smoked, and depending on your coach, he practices them too hard.
Yeah, what's going on here?
He practices them too hard. We got to take it easy on these guys.